What's up guys, this is Anurag and you're watching Tech 24. So today we'll be talking about custom UI versus stock Android, which is better and why. So here we start. Before we start, let's just first understand what stock ROM and custom UI actually are. AOSP Android, or basically stock Android, stands for Android Open Source Project. The stock Android is what Google provides in their Nexus devices or Pixel devices, right? A stock Android, on the other hand, is when Google releases code for the latest Android operating system, and mobile companies take their standard code released by Google and then port it to work on various devices by integrating some device specific drivers and softwares into the standard source code. Some companies even apply a particular skin on their custom ROM, right? For device specific company uses specific features. For example, Samsung uses touchwick UI and Sony uses time space UI, right? That's the reason why Android looks different on various phones. And stock ROM does not provide root access to the user, right? You can't root your device if you're using a stock Android, right? As stock ROM is intended to be used by mainstream users who are well versed with the Android ecosystem. If they would be provided with root access, the action by such users might prove to be harmful for devices due to lack of knowledge. No root access results in limited functionality for stock ROM, right? So basically, let's talk about some other thing. The first thing I would like to make it clear that custom UI is based on Android platform itself. The website pronunciation is Kaiko Gen Mod, is that incensed basically open source firmware distribution for smartphone and tablet computer based on Android mobile operating system, right? So it offers features and options not found in the official firmware distribution by vendors of these devices. When Google releases source code of a particular OS, that code is used by a very large community of dependent developers called Kaiko Gen Mod community for devices specification development, right? So the developer of the custom UI community takes the code and port it to work on various devices. Thus, the OS which is released by the community is called custom UI ROM. So now let's talk about the main difference between custom UI and stock UI. So basically, custom UI provides inbuilt root support, right? So thus enhanced features such as ad blocking, overclocking and underclocking of CPU, moving apps to external memory, and many more are possible, right? Minimum bloatware. Company basically specific bloatware or useless apps which are provided by the company by default are not present in custom UI, right? So availability of various themes and skins. Custom UI supports theme engine which enables applications of a large variety of themes, which is not possible in stock Android, obviously. Now, enhanced security, right? Custom is designed with higher security norms. Thus, a phone having official UI is more secure than normal Android, right? On such important features as permission manager and encryption and CM, although mainstream Android has started including them lately. Now let's talk about more important part, that is speed and performance, right? Perhaps one major reason why you should shift to custom UI is improvement in performance. Custom UI is based on stock Android itself. There is no EM skin running which take up precious resources. Thus you can number of reading additional resources which help in improving performance, right? So later version of Android, this is the 6 part, right? So you can also use a latest version of Android within days of the update being pushed by Google. As soon as the new version of Android is released, the custom UI merges source and the same branch and the release build, right? Depending on how or minor the Android update is, it takes anywhere between a few hours or a few days. Interface tweaks, right? So the interface tweaks screen is packed with options, right? You can tweak the status bars, quick setting panels, notifications, drawers, or notification bars. For example, you can record burden navigation bar at the bottom of the screen or rearrange the order of the title. Equalizer. DSP Manager app provides basically the equalizer controls you to adjust the sound coming from your device, enabling PS post, activating an equalizer and selecting presets that matches. Overclock or underclock of CPU, right? This is the most important part while rooting your device, right? Now, first of all, overclocking and underlocking are custom UI features and are unrelated to basically Cyclone mod unless the custom kernel supports only custom UI and based off ROMs, right? So now let's check. Basically, you can CPU frequency for more increase or decrease for more performance or basically power, right? So what I feel like the 10th part, why the difference, tweak the screen calibration, right? What is it? Custom UI has lets you to tweak the long of your screen, feeling the things like contrast and color saturations. It comes in very useful, and you find out the for normal colors a bit oversaturated or a little dull looking version to introduce a live display. And you have for panel calibration that lets you mess with the color temperature, automatic effective times, screen color calibration, and also low power consumption, right? So now let's come to the advanced gestures, right? There are many smartphones which have extra gesture these days, but with the latest version of C custom UI, you can get one, right? You can don't even require the screen to be the order to register. We imagine this would be suitable for all phones, but it was banned on OnePlus, right, devices. So above all, custom UI makes the most out of the device capabilities, right? Whereas stock Android ROM has limited features made available to the user. Above all, UI makers the most device capabilities, whereas stock Android ROM has only limited features made available to the user. Tip. Now, basically, I'm going to give a tip. Although UI is more advanced than stock ROM, it is highly recommended that unless you become completely familiar with the Android ecosystem, you should stick to Android ROM, as it is a non-risky, basically for new users. Also, maybe available but basically custom UI is basically might not be available for some devices. So that's all from today. Make sure you tell me how did you like your video, and if you have any suggestion, make sure you put it down in the comment section. So this is all from today. So this is Anurag Srivastav, and I hope to see you in my next video.